damn. As Dr. Dre would say, it's the next episode, y'all. We're going to be on the hunt for tropical beaches, beautiful babies in bikinis, incredible wildlife, and we're going to be shooting from the air, we're going to be shooting on the land, and of course, in the sea. Let's go. This episode we're going to be highlighting primarily Harbour Island, but on the way there, we're going to make a pit stop. Everyone knows Pablo Escobar, right? Yeah, you do. We're gonna go check out one of his cocaine delivery airplanes that crashed right here in the EXUMAS on the way to Harbour Island. We're gonna go do a quick anchor up. We'll have a look around. We're gonna see if there are any square groupers left over for the taking. Probably not, but you know, gotta check. And from there, we're gonna book it on over to Harbour Island. So technically, this airplane belonged to Carl Letter, along with the island next to it. This island was used by Pablo Escobar and his men to refuel their cocaine delivery airplanes on their way to Florida to make the drop. We thought there might be some money or some coke left over, so we searched. We looked all over this bad boy. There's nothing. But, you know, we had to check anyway. Right around the corner from the NARCO plane is a little key that has tons of iguanas just chilling on the beach. Watch out, they bite. Oh, he got me! Here you have one of the famous Bahamian Iguanas. They're beautiful, and you can find them everywhere. They're all over the Bahamas. They have lots of nice colors on their scales, and they have lots of color up in the eyes. You can find them everywhere. They love to eat flowers, especially hibiscus. So if you have hibiscus in your yard, make sure to get the iguanas out. We're gonna let this little guy go and run back to his friends. Hey, there he is. The man in the gray suit. In the Bahamas, you can find nurse sharks just about anywhere. They get pretty big, but they're the most docile shark in the sea. Now, I wouldn't recommend putting your hand in their mouth, but it's okay to get close, and it's even okay to take your guests in the water with them sometimes, if they're brave. The important thing to remember is that sharks are dangerous, even nurse sharks. They may not be aggressive, but they do have teeth, and they can mistake your hand or foot for a piece of bait or fish. This is something you want to avoid. If you do decide to get in the water and swim with the nurse sharks, it's okay. Just keep your distance. And always keep an eye out for reef sharks and bull sharks that sometimes show up in the same schools as the feeding nurse sharks. In this case, I got in because I didn't see any of the aggressive types of sharks in the water. After a few minutes, I realized that there were some different sharks in the water, including this 12-foot bull shark who buzzed right by me at high speed. Time to get out. So we packed it in and made our move to Harbour Island. And then we ran into some weather.
This boat is obviously sinking!
After a rough ride, we finally made it to Harbour Island to be greeted by the calm after the storm. Harbour Island. We're here. This is one of the coolest islands in the Bahamas, and there's a lot of great stuff to do here. We're going to be doing some snorkeling. We're going to be doing some spearfishing. We're going to be doing a little bit of regular fishing, and if we're lucky, we'll even be doing some surfing. Here we go. A lesson in snorkeling. Shallow reefs. Make sure you dive down towards the bottom and get away from the surface, as most of the interesting sea life will be close to the sea floor. These sea cucumbers can be found laying on the bottom all over the place. They're harmless to the touch and move by using their tube feet to walk across the bottom, powered by a hydrovascular system much like that of a starfish. Lionfish are an invasive species in the Bahamas and are not supposed to be on these reefs. They can eat almost all of the bait fish on a small reef in a very short amount of time, so it's important that you kill as many as you can and remove them from the area. Always be careful when handling the lionfish because they have poisonous spines that can inject a neurotoxin into your bloodstream, which is very painful. Until recently, green sea turtles were still hunted in the Bahamas for their shells and for their meat. They are now protected and no longer in danger of being hunted. Sea biscuits can be found on the bottom all over the place. They make great ornaments for your desk or mantelpiece and can be bleached into a perfect white shell. This snapper got a little too close for his own good and ended up on my dinner plate. Can you spot the camouflaged fish in this shot? There he is. So I used the Tinder to scout out what I think is a really great surf spot. I've talked to some of the local fishermen and no one's ever surfed in this place before, but it has all the potential for a good wave. Only thing we need is some swell, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like summon some waves from the sky. It worked.
Drop the beat.
come to Harbour Island, you gotta get a golf cart. It's the only way to get around, and it's freaking awesome. Cart life!
Sip, sip. Right down by the beach, boy.
The best little bar on the beach.
Sip Sip really is the best little bar on the beach. It's right there by the sand of the famous pink sand beach of Harbour Island. Now, this place gets really busy, especially on the weekend, so you might want to come early and put your name in to get a table because we waited for like an hour. But it was definitely worth it. So, everybody comes here for one thing, the $44 lobster quesadilla. It's expensive, but man is it worth it. It is so good. Here's my girl flipping one in the back. Yo. Also, it's really big. I mean, this thing is huge. It covers the whole plate and it's like 3 inches thick, stuffed with lobster. There's like at least 2 lobster tails in here. You probably can't finish it. I took mine home for later. Until next time, keep watching, search, and enjoy.